I want you guys to mark your calendars and remember today, because this day is the day. This is the moment. And Terence Bud Crawford, he just planted the flag in that moment. It's the boxing revolution.
Ain't paying your ass shit.
Terence Crawford, often called the best pound-for-pound boxer in the world, has made a move that shocked many. He has clearly stated he will not pay the $300,000 fee and feels no regret. For Crawford, this is more than just about money or official fees. It's about respect and standing by his principles. He is challenging the authorities, willing to risk it all to prove that his integrity cannot be bought.
It's free! How you love that? $180,000 free. How much your belt cost? I wonder, how much your belt cost? Huh? I don't see no receipts on your belt. It's crazy. Y'all be having so much taxes on these belts. You got some nerves. It's crazy that you can sit up there and have all these belts. You know, you got the WBC silver, the WBA intern, the whatever belt y'all got, and you taxing these fighters every time they fight, and you claim that you for these fighters. You're not for these fighters. You probably worse than the promoters. But hey, I wish you the best, you know? I wish you the best, you and your company.
Headlines blew up this morning. Terence Crawford has officially been stripped of his WBC super middleweight title. But this isn't just a minor paperwork problem or a missed deadline. This is a bold act of defiance. Crawford didn't simply lose the belt. He responded with a viral rant that revealed the harsh, greedy side of boxing politics.
Mauricio, I appreciate you. Because everybody in the world know you was going for Canelo. You was mad that I beat Canelo. It's okay. It happens, you know? But if you a real fan of the sport, you would have, you know, said congratulations instead of having that little smirk on your face, all mad and pouting. But listen though, you should have took the money and you should have been thankful and grateful that I was rocking your belt around as your champion. As your champion, the WBC champion. The undisputed champion at that. But you want to make it about you. You want to say, oh, well, you stripping me. Like, I've been stripped before. The IBF just stripped me when I was at 147. Doesn't matter. I'm still considered the undisputed champion. I'm still the champion in the division. Because you know why? The only belt that's recognizable as the champion is the ring belt, baby. That's the #1 belt in the division. That trumps all belts.
To understand Crawford's anger, we need to see the situation from WBC President Mauricio Suleiman's perspective. The WBC claims they were actually helping Crawford. Usually, when a fighter wins a major unification bout, sanctioning bodies take a sizable cut of the purse, around 3%. On a $50 million payday, that would be over $1 million just for holding the green belt. Suleiman says he tried to help Crawford by reducing the fee to only 0.6%. From their point of view, asking for $300,000 from a $50 million pot was a generous move to support the fighter. Suleiman waited for either a thank you or payment, but got complete silence. When the deadline passed with no payment, he called it a slap in the face, saying Crawford's refusal wasn't just about money, it was a personal insult to the group that had backed him.
Very clear 0.6%, which is $300,000, with $225,000 going to the Jose Sulaiman Boxers Fund, which is to help former fighters in need. And it is just regrettable. Not even a thank you or I'm sorry, taking a different route. No response. I wish him the best. But this is not The WBC is huge, it's great, it's about greatness, and I'm really...
Terence Crawford, however, sees that so-called favor as nothing more than a shakedown. In a video that's now gone viral with millions of views, Crawford looks directly into the camera, full of genuine anger. This isn't a rehearsed statement, he's speaking from the heart. His message is clear and strong. Why does the WBC think it's so special? He points out that he already paid all fees for the IBF, WBO, and WBA without any problems. Those organizations accepted the money and moved on. The WBC was the only one asking for more. Crawford asks the question every fan is thinking: who do you think you are? He accuses the WBC of letting ego get in the way, acting like they are above the other sanctioning bodies. For him, this wasn't a discount, it was an arbitrary tax because they knew he had just earned a huge payday. He refused to be bullied into paying extra just because the belt is green. He told Suleiman clearly, "I won't apologize."
Him $300,000 plus another $100K something for sanction fees, right? Then he gonna tell me I ain't even apologize? Like, who the fuck you think I am? Boy, you better slap your fucking self. Ain't paying your ass shit. Fuck you talking about pay you $300,000. What makes you so motherfucking better than any of the other sanctioned bodies? Huh? Answer that question. What makes you better than the WBO, the IBF, or the WBA? Everybody accepted what I was giving them. But you, the WBC, think that you better than everybody, don't you? So since you, the WBC, and you got the fucking green belt, which don't mean fucking shit. Fucking real belt is the ring belt, which is free, motherfucker. What are you talking about? You want me to pay you more than the other sanctioned bodies because you feel like you better than them. How in the world all the sanctioned bodies agreed to the same amount, but you sit your motherfucking ass up there and say that I need to apologize to you? The fuck? You can take the fucking...
Crawford's rant takes a sharper edge when he moves beyond money to challenge the system itself. Now, the issue isn't just a contract, it's a fight for fairness. Crawford points out a harsh truth. He's the one taking the hits, risking serious injury, and putting his life on the line every time he enters the ring. Meanwhile, the officials demanding these fees sit safely, enjoying luxurious lifestyles paid for by the fighters' work. He paints a vivid picture of boxing bosses flying private jets, staying in 5-star hotels, and eating the finest meals, while athletes face the punishment. He compares the sanctioning bodies to a corrupt government, taxing workers to support the elite. When he says, "You better slap yourself," he voices the frustration of every boxer who's ever felt exploited by the suits in the boardroom. This moment hits hard because it's no longer about $300,000. It's about respecting the human cost of the sport.
I'm the motherfucker that's putting my life on the line, not you. You ain't stepping your motherfucking ass in that ring. You or nobody else. You or nobody else. So why should I have to pay to carry your belt? You should be paying me. If you want to be truthful, you should be paying me. I don't see it. It irks my nerves how this dude gets on a plane, gets a hotel suite. Him and his buddies, they go out to dinner, 5-star meals, all that, you know, and guess who gotta pay for it? Us fighters. We paying for y'all to come out here, have the time of y'all life, stay in the best hotels of y'all life, and it's all done on our dime. It's done on our dime. Do that sound right to y'all? It's crazy, ain't it? We the one out there getting battered, knocked upside our head, And every time we step foot in the ring, we got to pay them a sanction fee like they the government. We getting taxed.
Perhaps the biggest blow to the WBC is how Crawford dismisses their belt. For years, the green belt has been promoted as boxing's ultimate prize, the one every fighter dreams of. But in a 3-minute video, Crawford calls it nothing more than a meaningless trophy. He tells them they can take it back because it's just metal and leather that costs too much to maintain. Then he turns to the belt he says really matters, the Ring Magazine belt. His reasoning is hard to dispute. The ring belt represents lineage, showing who is truly the undisputed best in the division. Most importantly, it comes with no sanctioning fees. By elevating the ring belt as the real mark of a champion, Crawford is sending a clear message: greatness isn't earned by paying the alphabet organizations. It's a direct challenge to the WBC, implying their approval is bought, not deserved.
WBC, and you got the fucking green belt, which don't mean fucking shit. Fucking real belt is the ring belt, which is free, motherfucker. What are you talking about? You want me to pay you more than the other sanction bodies because you feel like you better than them. How in the world all the sanction bodies agree to the same amount, but you sit your motherfucking ass up there and say that I need to apologize to you? The fuck? You can take the fucking belt. It's a trophy anyway. The fuck am I paying you every time I step foot?
Crawford also has a theory about why this is happening now, and it involves the man he recently defeated, Canelo Alvarez. He accuses the WBC of showing favoritism, pointing to the case of David Benavidez. For 2 years, Benavidez was the mandatory challenger for the WBC title, waiting for his shot at Canelo. According to the rules, Canelo should have been stripped for not facing him, yet the WBC let Canelo keep the belt without any consequences.
Since Canelo is no longer a belt holder coming into his next fight, a fight that's still expected to make a lot of money due to Canelo's popularity and ongoing contract with Riyadh Season, this means that for the first time in 7 years, not a single sanctioning body will benefit from Canelo's earnings. So the sooner Canelo becomes champion again, the better for them. But for the time being, they'll have to rely on Terence Crawford as their sanctioning fee provider. These sanctioning bodies make a lot of money from Canelo being their champion. Like, why did you think there wasn't any pressure coming from them when Benavidez was Canelo's mandatory? It's because if Canelo lost, then they'll have to rely on Benavidez and his $7 million purses. And if they decide to bully and pressure Canelo, and Canelo says, you know what, screw it, and decides to vacate the belt instead, then it's the same thing. They lose the benefit of a Canelo pay.
Now, the moment Crawford wins that same belt, he is stripped immediately over a fee dispute. He sees this as obvious favoritism. Crawford believes the organization is upset that he spoiled their golden goose. In his view, Suleiman and his team quietly supported Canelo all along. Now that Crawford has disrupted the cash cow, they are punishing him by enforcing rules they ignored for the Mexican superstar. It paints a picture of a rigged system, where the rules only apply to fighters the organization does not favor.
This morning they stripped him at 168 pounds. He was complaining about sanctioning fees and things like that. Just what are your thoughts on that whole issue?
¿Cuál es tu opinión de lo que pasó con Terence Crawford después de la mañana, que lo dejaron sin el cinturón de la CMB por no pagar la tarifa del cinturón?
Bueno, es algo que se tiene que cumplir, como el protocolo de antidopaje con BADA, pero bueno, él sabrá por qué no quiso pagar.
Look, it's something that like it just has to be done, like any protocol, like BADA, for example, right? So.
However, before we see Crawford as a flawless hero, there's a twist that some of his supporters might have missed. As the fallout spreads online, some users on forums like Reddit pointed out a detail about the $300,000 fee. Reports suggest that a large portion of that amount, roughly $225,000, was intended for a specific cause, the WBC's charity for retired boxers.
Exactly what we're talking about. Fighters, don't adhere to these rules, don't pay these fees, like don't do it, don't fall for it. And then I see in the middle of the show, Nick Khan is on Pat McAfee's show kind of saying the exact same thing. Saying that, like, look, this is a perfect example as to why. I think the quote was something like, what was the quote? I saw it here moments ago. Golly, I saw it. Does anyone have it? There was
Yeah, the quote is, what we're looking to do with the Muhammad Ali Revival Act is presenting a different option for boxers. We'll have our own ranking systems, and the champion will fight the number one contender. Let's do things in a credible way. So they're trying to like organize it in a way that, you know, there's one singular belt, there's a ranking system. UFC, stop.
This adds a new layer of tension to the story. The WBC runs a program to support former champions who struggle with health or financial issues. If the fee was meant for that, Crawford's refusal could look less like a stand against corporate greed and more like turning his back on the sport's pioneers. The WBC hasn't made this public yet, but it could damage Crawford's reputation if people see him as unwilling to help those in need. Is he taking a stand against corruption, or just withholding money that could support struggling fighters? In the bigger picture, this dispute is about more than one belt or fee. It reflects a shift in boxing's balance of power. During his speech, Crawford specifically mentions Turkey, referring to Turki Al-Sheikh, the Saudi advisor who has recently invested massive sums to make major fights possible. Crawford suggests the old system, with its fees and politics, is losing influence. He hopes this new wave of leadership and funding will clean up the sport and remove people like Suleiman, who cause problems with these tactics. It's a bold push for change. Crawford is betting that in this era of super fights and massive paydays, fighters have more power than the WBC.
I hope y'all get that done, man. I hope y'all get that done so we can all see, you know, people face like this guy, you know, go away from boxing because they ruin the sport with all these antics that they do. You know, they got they ranking systems when people be mandatories for years, like Benavidez. You know, they don't strip these fighters, but I give credit to the IBF. They stripped me. They ain't even give me time. They stripped me, pop me. Even though I wasn't, you know, coming back down the weight, but, you know, they handled their business. They did what they were supposed to do. The WBC, you ain't never see them strip no Canelo.
So, what does this mean going forward? Officially, the record books will show Terence Crawford as being stripped of the WBC super middleweight title in December 2025. But as Crawford joked to the camera, history is already made, baby. They can take the belt from my shelf, but they can't erase the footage of me beating Canelo.
Storm Bradley, you already know the damn rest. Hey, oh, this Terence Crawford is going on. But they all missing it. He missing it too. This ain't about no damn WBC. I'm gonna keep the buck with you. Oh, I want y'all to think, man. I told y'all, this is the channel to make y'all think. This about Hamza Siraj. It's about him getting a strap. That's what this is about. Whose guy is that? Who guy is that? Think about it. That's what this is about. It ain't about the money. It's about Hamza Siraj. It's about Siraj getting that belt. Yeah, without having to go through Crawford. That's what this is about. Oh, think about it. Anyways, that's my time. Tim Desert Storm Bradley, you already know the damn rap.
Crawford is putting his legacy on the line, betting that fans will recognize the true champion, no matter what belts he holds. He walked away with $50 million, his pride, and the Ring magazine title, leaving the WBC with an empty belt and a public relations headache. It raises a bigger question. In today's boxing world, do belts define the fighter, or does the fighter define the belts? Crawford has clearly made his choice, alright everyone. Stay tuned for the latest in boxing news, highlights, events, and stories. Subscribe to Glove Lord and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Be sure to watch our other videos too. Until next time, take care and stay safe.